Cruz. Chris Goodman, before you walk out, just come stand with us for a minute. I always feel so bad when you're over there by yourself and Diaz not here. Come join the gang.
Look, there he is.
Just love you.
He's on his way.
Yeah, sorry. You were about to leave, and I just wanted to say you look so lonely in that final shot. Chris Goodman, we love you very much.
The exit's that way. Okay. Went the wrong way again.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. How was your weekend?
Let me think. Okay. We won the football game against Vanderbilt.
Yes, and in a big way. That was awesome.
Benny Snell, listen to this, folks.
He's awesome.
First of all, let me commend the coaching staff that made great decisions. I'm very proud of it.
Yes.
Okay, get that out of the way. Now, Benny Snell, at one time, they had a graphic popped up on the screen, and I'm not kidding when I say this. 3 running backs in the history of the SEC have only accomplished 2,000 yards in their freshman and sophomore year. Benny Snell is one of them. You know what I'm talking about? Sean Marino is number 2, and number 1 is Herschel Walker. Only 3 guys have done that, and we got one of them.
He is amazing. And let me tell you, after his post-game interview, he's so well-spoken and was so like,
Oh, no, he's
he just seems like a great guy, too.
Yeah,
so, it seems well-deserved. He's a hard worker.
Yeah. Well-thought, and always gives credit to where the support system,
absolutely.
And that's that offensive line that's making way for him. It's great.
Yeah, that was an awesome game. That was good.
Fun to watch for us.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was nice. My team didn't fare so well.
You went and fired your coach.
We went and fired our coach. It's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you not heard? Yeah, Tennessee, we fired our coach.
Butch Jones is, and now they got these delusions of grandeur. They're going to get John Gruden to come coach at Tennessee. Why would he go coach Tennessee?
I don't think he will. Anyway, it was a long time coming. I was shocked, actually, when they said Butch Jones was fired yesterday. I just wasn't expecting
shocked?
I was shocked because I think it should have happened 5 weeks ago.
Oh.
I thought at this point, they were going to wait till the end of the season. Now to do it, it was just kind of like, oh, we're doing this now.
By the way, more on the relationship of Kentucky and Tennessee football in a little bit.
Yes, in just a couple minutes. Stay with us for that. Okie dokie, let's get to today's Hot Topics.
Hot Topics. Well, a 12-year-old Colorado girl is suing Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Now, here's why. In this lawsuit, she claims that the federal prohibition on medical marijuana is unconstitutional. Alexis Bortel uses a strain of cannabis oil to help keep seizures at bay. Marijuana is classified as a Schedule I drug, same classification as heroin. Mm-hmm. So that's why this is taking place. There are derivatives of the marijuana plant, because I remember doing with my old radio show some almost, quite frankly, miraculous things that are happening in other areas. I know most people think, it's to help with my back pain, and oftentimes those are excuses to use it for recreational.
Absolutely.
I know why that's happening, but there are some things that make you wonder. Maybe you take a second look at it.
I think so. Because a lot of people, people that are against legalizing marijuana for medical use, even as soon as they even hear the word marijuana, they shut down. Like, no, not doing it. Mm-hmm. But when you hear these personal stories of these children, like this little girl, because I've reported and interviewed families that have kids whose lives have been changed by taking that cannabis oil, because it's these kids that'll have. I interviewed a family and their child. I want to say he had 100 seizures a day, something insane. It was those mini seizures, but it took over his life, and it was like flipping a switch when he took
I've heard the same thing. And again, I interviewed a family that they were doing, and they were taken care of in Colorado. They got there to be taken care of. But there is a distinct difference between the medical marijuana use and the recreational marijuana use that's going on in Colorado.
Yes.
And some of those studies, they ain't turning out so good. It's like Luke Skywalker in that trailer. This ain't working out like the way you think. Because you got a lot more unemployment. You got homelessness going through the roof. You've got people just laying around, baked out of their head, not doing anything.
Yeah.
So there is a balance.
There's a definite balance, a definite difference in use of what it should be used for.
Yep.
All right, the sexual harassment and assault firestorm taking over Hollywood. Now allegations against
every day we got to do one of these.
All right, Star Trek legend George, I always say his last name.
George Takei.
Takei has responded to...
Or Takai, however you want to do it.
George has responded to a sexual assault claim.
Captain Sulu is what he is now. I think he's a captain.
Okay. Well...
He's got his own ship.
Oh. Well, someone has said that now he sexually assaulted them, a former model that he was dating back in 1981. He is now tweeting and saying he's shocked and bewildered by the claims, saying they're absolutely not true. He said the claims are very serious, and he wanted to respond to the allegations, quote, not out of the moment. Mm-hmm. So anyway.
There's some sort of damning evidence against him, though, on the Howard Stern show where he kind of, shall we say, copped to it.
Oh.
With Howard. Now, I guess he'll say he was joking around, but he kind of made,
references.
an innuendo that, there's sort of an M.O. for him. So I don't know.
Gross. Okay.
Yeah, everything's gross in Hollywood
Everything's gross in Hollywood right now. As you've said, you could just go get any job you want in Hollywood right
now.
Hurting for male leads.
That's right. I don't know. I
Lee Cruz
still couldn't get one.
Lee Cruz here to the rescue.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Taylor Swift is coming to Kentucky.
What? I'm getting my tickets.
I know. Go. The superstar just announced the dates and locations of her upcoming Reputation tour today, 3 days after the release of her brand new album of the same name, Reputation. Taylor will perform in Louisville next June. Tickets go on sale Wednesday, December 13th. So
at the Yum Center.
At the Yum
Look
Center.
at her, belting it out right there.
Get it, girl. Preach. I'm excited about this.
Are you?
I love Taylor.
Are you going to go?
Depends on what night of the week it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Sometimes stars do those weird weekday concerts, and I'm like, no. But I love her. I love Taylor, and I think she will have no trouble. Chris Goodman, right before the show, actually, he was like, do you think Taylor's going to be able to sell out the Yum Center? I know she did a couple years ago, and I was like, she's even bigger now than she was then. Because she's, that was her first pop album. Now this one, she still has some of her country fans. She's got all these pop fans. I think she'll have no trouble. Especially if you and I buy all the seats we want.
Well, that's right.
We like to be comfortable. We buy like rows just to lay on.
Just
for the ballads.
Keep people away from us.
That's
why we do it.
Yeah.
But it seems like there is fewer people going out and participating in activities nowadays. Like if you look at what the NFL's going through, despite all the political nonsense around it.
Yeah.
Like
ticket sales going to the game.
You see Rupp Arena. For what are the students doing in the student section Sunday? Where were the kids?
It wasn't full?
No.
Why?
I don't know, but there are people from all over Kentucky that would love to get a seat at Rupp Arena, and if you're not going to use your ticket and have the decency, they won't let you in, you got to have a student ID, but you should tell somebody you're not going. I mean, that's a shame.
It is a shame, because those are some of the most coveted seats.
It was like half empty.
Where are you guys?
In the eruption zone.
We know you're not studying, so don't even say that you are.
Nobody studies.
Nobody studies. Look how successful we are. We didn't study.
That's right. Well,
just kidding. We studied very hard. Why not?
Country music star Carrie Underwood is recovering after taking a hard fall on some steps outside her Nashville home over the weekend. You mean she's not being carried around?
No, she actually walks her own body around. I know, it's sad.
Over the weekend, she suffered a broken wrist as well as several cuts and scrapes.
Yeah.
Because of her injuries, Carrie was unable to perform at the Country Rising concert on Sunday. To help raise money for the victims of the Las Vegas shooting and the recent hurricanes, she posted a message on social media yesterday thanking fans for their support, saying, she'll be all right. It'll just take some time.
If that isn't a country song in itself, I'll be all right.
That's not a country dress, I'll tell you that.
It's a good-looking dress. Carrie, she's gorge. But yeah, oh my gosh, I wonder what happened. And her publicist called it a hard fall. So, I mean, to break her wrist and get cut up and stuff to that degree.
You ever broken a wrist?
No.
I have.
You have?
Yep.
Dancing? Too hard.
I fell on it.
Poor Carrie,
backpedaling.
Did you? Yeah, I've seen you do it. And quick.
I was playing defense in a pickup basketball game and tried to catch myself and put my hands down when I was falling and landed on it.
That's probably what she did, tried to break her fall.
Maybe.
I don't know, I wasn't there. But
yeah.
Speedy recovery to Carrie. Yeah, definitely. All right, our last hot topic today, we want to get your thoughts on this. There's a new fashion trend that we're just not sure about. They're called flip-flop socks. Yep, I knew it. I couldn't wait for Lee to see this. Apparently, they're marketed to people who refuse to put away their sandals even in the winter. You know, they have those people that are like, I don't care how cold it is.
No.
Well, apparently, there's so many people like that, or people who simply want to keep their feet warm with a little breathing room. There is apparently a thriving online marketplace for these. These are from a store on Etsy. What do you think? Well, I got your thoughts on it. No.
Well, that's stupid. First of all, you'll get frostbite because your extremities are exposed there.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
And my policy has been always, if I see your feet as a man, it tells me everything I need to know about you. I will judge you guilty if I have to look at your feet. There is nothing more distasteful I can find in my life than looking at some dude's bare feet.
I agree with you on that.
Oh.
I don't like feet.
I don't mind women, but because you girls are always very
pedicures and
clean, hygienic.
Hygienic, yes.
But dudes,
I agree.
And people will go into an eatery wearing sandals. How am I supposed to eat this chili?
Don't ruin chili for me. Don't ruin chili for me. Don't wear those flip-flop socks around Lee. Don't do it. Okay?
But don't you think your toes will get frostbite?
I don't understand the concept of these, but apparently there's enough people like them to have that Etsy store that sells them, so people are buying them.
I remember one time I watched something, some company was selling, like on the beach for lifeguards.
Yeah.
Like if you had a swimmer who was suffering from hypothermia, and it was a sleeve, and they would put it would encompass your hand and your arm and heat it up, and it would kill frostbite. Because if you can get heat to your extremities, you will never get frostbite, no matter how cold your core gets.
Yeah. Wow.
Remember, we got in the frozen chamber. We didn't get frostbite.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, those are your hot topics.
Hot topics.
Okay.